Hello again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about astrological or zodiac sign compatibility between Leo and Sagittarius. And yes, it does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant for both people. Now, when I look at this, okay, they are compatible by sign. They are trine by sign or 4 signs apart. They are both masculine signs, which suggest extroversion and gregariousness. And they're both fiery signs. They're both passionate. They both can extemporize, can both be somewhat impulsive and even impetuous, perhaps at times. And they're also strongly about leadership as opposed to being in subservient or subordinate positions. Now, when I look at this, you definitely have very good compatibility. You have Leo. Leo can be very magnanimous, very generous, is full of exuberance. Now you have Sagittarius, which of course is like the ultimate optimist. They are really very expansive. Sagittarius is good for Leo because Sagittarius likes to see the positive element or aspect in things and will do very well in really talking about Leo's positive attributes and their traits. Sagittarius, though, is a little bit more, I think, is going to be more connected on average as far as traveling, perhaps long distance traveling, such as maybe even other countries. Sagittarius is a little bit more of a meander and an adventure as opposed to Leo. But we'll get Leo we'll help maybe cajole Leo out of their habitat, so to speak. Being Leo is very fixed sign. Leo is outgoing and will go out of their own home often, but not quite as far as traveling as much as Sagittarius. And Sagittarius will open Leo to not just new places, perhaps through their long distance journeys and their adventures, but will expand the horizons for Leo. Sagittarius, being a mutable sign, is going to be more flexible in their thinking generally as opposed to Leo. Sagittarius can broaden the Leo scope as far as perhaps their belief system. And the thing is, if these two are to ever generally get into any argument or dispute, Leo is going to be the one that will likely emerge victorious more often than not because Sagittarius is going to be more flexible and adaptable. Now, they both are fire signs and both have a fiery temperament, so these arguments can become rather heated, though, at times, regardless who wins the argument. So those are some things to look at as far as the compatibility goes between these two signs. Now, you have Leo can be a sign that can be very creative and can go explore creative endeavors. And Sagittarius will help Leo expand perhaps their creative horizons. And I think Sagittarius is really that perpetual learner and somebody that Sagittarius can often be very intellectual and philosophical. And when you combine Sagittarius and strong intellectual ability, and then you have Leo's creative ability, these two can collaborate on very, very good projects together, regardless whether this is a platonic or sexual or significant other situation or what have you. Now, the thing about this too is if these people are involved together, such as a significant other situation, and they're both living together, well, monetarily, okay, neither of these signs is really known to be very prudent with finances or overly frugal, but you have Leo that could be extravagant and can spend an exorbitant amount of money on things, and Sagittarius really is somebody that is not going to be that careful of balancing the budget, so you have to look at this where one person needs to maybe step up and to the plate, so to speak, and be that one that can kind of make sure that they keep the finances under control. And if they're making a lot of money and they're spending proportionately in their means or whatever, then that's one thing. But Leo has a propensity to often go out of their means, so it's something to look at as far as this goes. Now, as far as in the bedroom, so to speak, well, this is obviously could be a compatible match because they are compatible by sign, being both fire signs. Both could be have strong, can be passionate, both can extemporize. And Leo, when you have Sagittarius as positive and as expansive as they are, they could really be that good compatible sex partner by saying the positive things about how Leo is performing. And then you have Leo will reciprocate by being that good performer, so to speak, and be somebody that will be that reliable sex partner for Sagittarius because their ego is being stroked. So those are some things to look at as far as the compatibility between these two signs go. And it's also important to look at the aspect, if any, that is made between the energies of these people, because this could indicate as to whether there may be greater compatibility than otherwise indicated, or maybe not as good compatibility as otherwise indicated. Now, in many instances, you'll have a trine aspect between the energies of these people. Let's say, for example, one person has the sun, moon, or ascendant at Leo at 11 degrees, and the other person has the sun, moon, or ascendant at Sagittarius at 8 degrees. Well, that is positive and auspicious. They're already compatible by sign, but if you have the trine aspect to go along with this, well, that could even accentuate and reinforce the positive harmony that already exists between these people by sign. Now, however, you can also have an out of sign inconjunct aspect take place. Let's say, for example, one person has the sun, moon, or ascendant at Leo at 1 degree, and the other person has the sun, moon, or ascendant at Sagittarius at 29 degrees. Well, that could be considered adverse or adversarial. You might have a few more adjustments than otherwise indicated between these people. Now, however, you do have to factor into the equation that they are compatible by sign, being trine by sign. So that is something to look at as far as this aspect goes. Now, let's say, for example, you could also have an out of sign square aspect take place between the energies of these people. Let's say, for example, one person has the sun, moon, or ascendant at 28 degrees Leo, and the other person has the sun, moon, or ascendant at 2 degrees Sagittarius. Well, this could be this is an out of sign square aspect, which could be adverse or adversarial, and you might have a few more challenges and obstacles to look at between these people as opposed to the general compatibility description that I gave. So those are some things to consider, but keep in mind that they are compatible by sign, so you do have to factor that into the equation as well. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for zodiac sign compatibility between Leo and Sagittarius. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about zodiac sign compatibility between Leo and Capricorn. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.